Out here on the Hauraki Gulf on board the Frewza F16 F16 Side Console, and just to give me a look here of the amount of space that this boat has. So for a 5 metre boat, it is a side console, so the helm here on the starboard side, nicely set out, plenty of room with the chili bin there as a seat. Down the back here, we've got a few fuel tanks. We're going to go out a bit wider today, a bit of bait in the bait board, plenty of rod holders down the back, with our beautiful Honda 60 on the back. And of course we've got a little live bait tank just in the transom there as well. But you can just get an indication here, looking at Darren with his size 14 feet, there's a heap of space up the front, and it's one of the things that we like most about this. We can have 3 of us happily fishing on this boat. We can be jigging on this one side, on the port side, and no issues with rock and roll. Like I'm sitting out here at the moment on the gunnel, and Darren could actually walk over my side and you see the boat barely moves in the water. Easily the most stable fishing platform I've ever fished from. In fact, it's probably the best boat we've ever had between us, and NZFisher has been very happy with the boat. We like what it does. Incredibly stable platform, well performing, and for a 5 metre boat that you can easily put in one person, pop in off the beach or at the ramp, there's just a huge amount of versatility here. Even in the roughest weather, we can sit on the chili bin, or you can sit up on the gunnel like I am now, and it gives you the ability to get out in weather that usually you wouldn't be fishing in. Some things we really like, we went for a slightly higher side on this boat, so we went for a 210mm side above the pontoon, and it's given us the storage space all the way around, and it's pretty unique. I haven't really seen that in any other boats, including the pontoon boats in the market. There's a couple of additional rod holders in there, and we've added in the Railblazer ports throughout the boat, give us a lot of flexibility. So having the 2 together like that, we can put the Railblazer bait board, you can see just tucked away down there, in any of the 3 positions. On the starboard side, on the rear there, we've got one rod holder today. We're over this side in the middle, so if there's 2 of us bait fishing, we put the bait board there, and a lot of flexibility. And again, you can see that that space and the usage you've got under the gunnel there. This is where I keep all my tackle, just nicely tucked away under the gunnel. These system plastic boxes with the seals are nice, none of the gear gets wet under there. It's a brilliant system. So coming to the helm itself, pretty compact, pretty well laid out I think. We've got the HDS7 Lawrence sounder up on the top there, the touch unit behind the perspex screen. Obviously a steering wheel, fairly central there, so the weight of the drive is towards the middle of the boat. Even when there's only one person on board, she's pretty stable and there's not much lean going on. We have got the Garmin GMI 10 and wonderful little unit there, hooked up via the NMEA 2000 system to the Honda outboard. Gives us all our revs, tilt, fuel consumption, fuel remaining in the tank. Great little unit. Little switch panel there, but again, Railblazer with their port, the little iPhone dock there. It's nice. So when I've got the life-proof case on there, I can have that out all day regardless of the weather, and still receive calls and texts and what have you. Little Fusion stereo there, and the Uniden VHF. In this particular model, we got the hatch on both sides of the console. As a standard, it only comes with the hatch on the front, but we went for the bigger hatch on the back here. Just gives nice access to things like clothes in this case. There's life jackets in there, binoculars, and the battery is tucked inside there, just tucked inside the hatch as well, so everything's out of the way. And last but not least, down below there, we've got the EPIRB, so in case of emergency, just grab that and jump overboard. Thankfully, we've never had to do that. I am sitting at the moment on the Honda ICTEC chili bin, nicely placed there to be used as both a seat and to keep the fish cold or bait cold when you're getting out. So, in the case of this boat, we went for a 45 litre fuel tank that you can see sits nicely under the transom at the back. Sticks out a little bit, but it doesn't really get in the way of your toes. Most of the time, if you're going to sit on the chili bin, you've got plenty of space down there. Got extra 10 litre with us today just in case, and a bucket of bait. On the back, dual duck boards on both sides. Really only the port side's that useful because you've got the cable coming from the steering unit on the left, but both are available. And as I said before, we've got the live bait tank down here, which is quite sizable. When we've got it turned on and filled up, we get about 20 max in there, or 3 or 4 carby depending on the size of them, and pretty useful for a 5 metre boat. Again, great unit. All in all, great boat, we love it. And if anyone's got any questions, just get hold of us at nzfisher.co.nz. Got a fish yet, Daz? Not today.